Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're as hooked on DragonBall PROJECT Multi as we are, then you're probably wondering which heroes really stand out. Well, you're in luck because we've got a fresh, up-to-date tier list to help you figure out which heroes are worth your time and energy. We've ranked them from the top tier powerhouses to those that might need a bit more love, but don't worry, nothing feels totally useless or overpowered. It's all about balance here, so keep that in mind as you dive into our breakdown. Now, grab some snacks and settle in, because we're about to dive deep into the hero lineup. Whether you're looking for the ultimate powerhouse or just trying to find a reliable all-rounder, we've got the scoop on who's really shining in the current meta. So let's get into it and see which heroes you should be keeping an eye on in DragonBall PROJECT Multi. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking characters in DragonBall PROJECT Multi. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
My friends, only 0.1% of viewers subscribe. If you like this type of content, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance for your support.
The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Gohan. Alright, let's talk about Gohan in C tier. Now, Gohan does have a few tricks up his sleeve. He's got that buddy boost to help out your teammates and pack a punch with his exploding rage. It's nice to have some extra firepower and support, but honestly, his kit doesn't quite stand out as anything spectacular. When you team up with Gohan, you get a boost that can help your allies hold the line better. Plus, his exploding rage is a decent offensive option, but if you're looking for game-changing abilities or something that's going to blow your enemies away, Gohan might not be your go-to. He's solid, but he doesn't have that extra spark to really make a huge impact. The characters in this tier are in order from top left to bottom right, Super Saiyan Trunks, Super Saiyan Goku, and Piccolo. Alright, let's dive into the B tier heroes of DragonBall PROJECT Multi. First up, we've got Super Saiyan Trunks. He's a solid choice once you've invested some time into leveling him up. Trunks isn't necessarily overpowered, but his cooldown management can be a real game changer. His passive, Overcharge, resets the cooldowns of his active skills every time he gets a KO or an assist on a major enemy. So, if you're good at racking up those eliminations, Trunks can keep his skills rolling non-stop. His hit and run tactics make him a versatile hero, perfect for those who enjoy a bit of strategy in their gameplay. Next on the list is Super Saiyan Goku. He's got a nice range and damage output, making him a fun hero to play. Goku isn't broken or overpowered, but he's definitely reliable. His Kaioken ability boosts his battle power instantly, which is fantastic for closing in on enemies and dealing some serious damage. His passive, Violent Rage, gives him a temporary damage boost if an enemy hero has recently taken down one of your allies, and also increases his target detection. This makes him a solid starter hero and a great all-rounder for anyone new to DragonBall PROJECT Multi. Moving on, let's talk about Piccolo. He's a bit of a mixed bag. While he can dish out damage, it's not particularly impressive compared to some of the other heroes out there. His skills might not make him stand out, but he's got some unique features. For instance, his rush attacks and active skills have super long range, which can be useful in a pinch. His passive, Ready for Victory, lowers the cooldown on his abilities whenever he uses a rush attack on an enemy. And don't forget about his special beam cannon. Its power increases the longer you charge it. If you can master the art of long-range attacks, Piccolo can be a decent addition to your roster. So, there you have it. Super Saiyan Trunks, Super Saiyan Goku, and Piccolo all bring something unique to the table in the B tier. None of them are game-breaking, but they're reliable heroes who can definitely hold their own in the fight. Whether you're a fan of hit-and-run tactics, powerful energy attacks, or long-range sniping, there's something here for you. Keep these heroes in mind as you build your team, and you might just find a new favorite. Let me know in the comments which of these B tier heroes you like best, or if there's another hero you want me to cover. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more DragonBall PROJECT Multi content. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Cooler, Krillin, and Majin Buu. Alright, let's dive into the awesome world of weapons and heroes in Rivals. We're halfway through, and now it's time to spotlight some A tier legends that are making waves in the game. Buckle up, because these heroes are seriously impressive. First up, we have Cooler. This guy is a beast with his self-immune ability. Picture this. Cooler can make himself immune to all sorts of attacks for a short period. This makes him a real powerhouse in the heat of battle. But what makes him even cooler, pun totally intended, is his Imperial Retaliation. When enemies attack him during his immune phase, Cooler's next skill is supercharged with enhanced retaliation. It's a perfect counter-attack mechanism that can turn the tide of any fight. Just remember, Cooler's not the easiest hero to get your hands on, but once you do, he's definitely worth the effort. Next, let's talk about Krillin. If you're into heroes that are great at tracking and marking targets, Krillin's your guy. His Technician passive allows him to place a mark on enemies, which not only lowers the cooldown on his abilities, but also makes his attacks way more effective. Krillin's skills include invisible energy blast traps and smoke screen solar flares, adding a lot of tactical depth to his playstyle. Combine that with his ability to finish off debuffed enemies with his Destructo Disc, and you've got a hero that's both versatile and dangerous. Now, let's not forget about Majin Buu. This hero is all about healing and support, and trust me, he's got that down to a science. His passive, Majin Menace, allows him to boost the damage of his rush attacks when he heals himself, his allies, or debuffs enemies. But it's not just about healing. Buu's Candy Beam can turn enemy heroes into snacks and restore health for both him and his team. His skills are perfect for keeping your squad in top shape and neutralizing groups of foes. With Buu on your side, you'll have a solid support hero who's not afraid to get his hands dirty. These A-tier heroes each bring something unique to the table, from Cooler's retaliatory prowess to Krillin's tactical versatility and Buu's all-around support. Whether you're looking to dominate with powerful counterattacks, control the battlefield with strategic marks, or keep your team healthy and in the fight, these heroes are absolute game changers. So next time you're gearing up for battle, make sure to consider these A-tier legends. They might just give you the edge you need. That's it for today's deep dive into the Rivals heroes. Stay tuned for more insights and tips on how to maximize your gameplay. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Zamasu, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Android 18. Alright, let's dive into the absolute top tier heroes of Dragon Ball PROJECT Multi, starting with none other than the legendary Zamasu. This guy is basically the definition of invincibility in this game. When you're playing as Zamasu, you're practically untouchable. His self-healing is so robust that you can stay on the battlefield forever, making him a nightmare for your opponents. And let's not forget his body regeneration passive. This nifty ability lets him resurrect if you play your cards right. So even if you get knocked out, as long as your Regen gauge is full, you're coming back into the fray. Use this to create chaos and keep your enemies guessing. Next up, we have Super Saiyan Vegeta, and oh boy, this guy is the ultimate tank and defensive powerhouse. His Photon Bomber skill is a game changer, pulling enemies in and locking them down. And the range on this move, it's off the charts, making him a crowd control legend. Vegeta's passive, Prince's Pride, kicks in when he's below 50% health, giving him a shorter cooldown effect. This means he can keep those attacks coming without missing a beat. His Super Saiyan transformation also enhances his durability, making him a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield. Now, let's talk about Android 18, who's all about dealing insane amounts of damage. Her skills are designed to ramp up damage significantly the more you invest in them. The true power of Android 18 comes from her sadistic rush passive. Hit the same enemy hero 4 times in a row and they become your assault target, taking extra damage from you. This makes her a fantastic choice for picking off enemies one by one. Her nimble combos allow her to quickly close the gap and unleash a flurry of attacks, making her a devastating force in any fight. If you're aiming to dominate in Dragon Ball PROJECT Multi, these heroes are your go-to choices. Zamasu's unyielding endurance, Vegeta's defensive might, and Android 18's high damage output make them the top tier picks for anyone looking to climb the ranks and leave their mark. So, gear up and get ready to crush it with these powerhouse heroes. Whether you're setting up an unbeatable defense or going on an all-out offensive, these characters have got your back. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.